26 minutes.
That was fast. And oh, we all tied. It doesn't have individual scoring. Can we put that as an option on? We got to be able to.
Yeah, you can put individual scoring.
Okay.
You would have to back out and do it.
Oh. Okay. Through the base, whatever it takes. Par time 20 minutes. Par score 19,000.
Hunters have few weaknesses. Look to get behind them or fire at the neck.
Oh, we finally watched The Legend of Volcor last night. I meant to tell you also. Tucker and I sat down and watched it.
Sorry for the tight squeeze.
Very confused.
Tell the commander her ace is in the hole.
Bust slave pussy. Queen of Valhalla, sit on my face.
Hey, check it out. No way.
What the hell's wrong with that middle guy's
real.
face?
You better not be.
Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
Where
all
did you
right.
find him?
Napping. Out back.
It looks like it's melting.
I'll bet. It's good to see you, Chief.
Likewise.
Let's get you up to speed.
Crunch his hands.
The Prophet of Truth's ships breached the lunar perimeter, smashed what was left of the home fleet. Terrestrial casualties
that
from
big
the
alien
subsequent
doing here?
bombardment were extreme. Truth could have landed anywhere, but he
Out of the way,
committed
out
all
of the way. We
his
gotta get to
forces
this locked
here,
door, then
East
magically
Africa,
disappear.
the ruins of New Mombasa. Then they started digging.
What about Halo?
We stopped it, but
See, you're
only
another spear
temporarily.
carrier soldier.
Now the Prophet of Truth is looking for something called the Ark, where he'll be able to fire all the Halo rings. If he succeeds, humanity, the Covenant, every sentient being in the galaxy.
The rings will kill us all.
Ma'am, I have Lord Hood.
Never
Patch
realized
him
how
through.
ridiculous they
Good
are.
news,
These
Commander
feet look.
Keyes.
Good as it gets, sir.
So I see. What's your status, son?
Green.
Does Ron Perlman just do voice
to
acting
hear.
for every video game ever?
Commander's come up with a good plan.
The crazy thing is,
Without you, I wasn't sure we could pull it off.
Spartans only are
Truth's
equal
ships
to
are
elite,
clustered
a
above the
regular elite.
excavation site, and his infantry has deployed
They're what to the
anti-aircraft
elite?
batteries around the perimeter.
Only equal to an elite.
But if we neutralize
really?
one of the batteries, punch
Yeah.
a hole in Truth's defenses,
I'll initiate a low-level
What does that
strike. Hit him right where it hurts.
The original Fallout voice guy.
I only have a handful of ships, Master Chief.
And then in every video game
big
after
risk.
that, ever.
But I'm confident.
No, not again.
Bullying
emergency
blackouts.
generators,
Great
now!
leader, we can
Shielding
blame the
failed.
capitalist
They're
pigs
down
in
and charging.
America.
As soon as they're up, re-establish contact
10
with
people
Lord
did
Hood.
majority of
Let
the
him
work
know.
in 2015.
Vermin.
Crap.
Cowering in the dirt, thinking, what?
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder
That
that you
high
might
priest with 4
escape
testicles
the
on his
coming
chin.
fire.
Cheeks.
No. Your world will burn until its surface is but glass. And not even your demon will live to creep, blackened from its hole to mar the reflection of our passage. The culmination of our journey. For your destruction is the will of the gods. And I am their instrument.
Cocky bastard just loves to run his mouth.
Does he usually mention me?
Where did the technology get devised for a cigar
Give the order,
that
we're closing
refuses
shop.
to burn down
Ma'am?
or ever go out?
We're about to get hit.
All personnel.
The wounded.
defense code Alpha
We're getting
1,
all of them
prepare for
out.
Immediate
I
evacuation.
have to carry him myself.
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting a rally point. Where should they go?
To war.
Yes, but where are we all meeting up to do this war? So basically, we're all just gonna attack it. Thousands of different
No,
places.
you're
wiped
wrong.
out.
We just
Got it.
lost the
A
perimeter.
dramatic pause.
Motion trackers?
They're down or we're not
Give me a
restrained.
second.
Can't tell.
Give me a second before you guys go anywhere.
Any of our birds
Is there
squawking?
is there any guns here? I don't have
Yeah.
any grenades
You
or
can grab
guns.
their guns if you want.
No, you just gotta go down. Dang it, you gotta go down these stairs and get.
Come
in
on,
there.
sir. I'll show you the way.
Can I just beat the hay out of one of them? Take them?
They'll start turning against you.
Do you guys want
Ow.
this skull, or am I just? Or do you
What?
want me to get the skulls that I remember? I said, do you guys want me to get the skull that I remember? Or...
If you want. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Did you find another skull?
It'll be like,
Yeah, I know
Master
where
Chief's
another
going crazy.
Dang it!
Dang it, Bobby. You,
Nah,
I
bro.
can take
how did
it,
you manage to
man.
memorize all these skulls? How many times did you beat this back in the day?
We got the skulls once. Only got less. I beat the game plenty of times. We only got the. Who was jumping on me?
I am ruining your day.
It's alright.
Tends to be my goal.
Good. Okay.
We've got to save the world, but first, parkour, parkour.
Ouch!
Punish him for his sins.
Did I drop the skull down there?
Yes.
And my dead body.
I should have just picked up a gun and dropped the skull.
There, Tucker.
There you go, Tucker. There's 2 on this level.
It's time
Yeah, there's
for
2.
war. And we're not on Earth right now, right? We're on some like.
Yeah, we're on Earth.
We're on a Halo ring. Oh, we're on Earth.
No, we're on Earth. Yeah.
We go to a Halo ring eventually
Grab
in
it.
this, right?
I want to say yes.
Oh, we went to like a huge one.
Point of
No,
entry.
grab
Best
it.
assessment.
Yeah, we
Hang
go
your
to the Halo
sergeant.
ring later.
Agreed. Chief, Arbiter, get there. We're with you,
Go,
Chief.
go.
Yeah,
Go.
get some.
Go,
With
go!
you, sir.
Save her. Save Earth.
Hey, these soldiers be pushing you out
Good.
the way.
This channel is secure. My fire teams are spread.
I'm ready to sacrifice
Can't
my
hold
EMC
out
body.
forever.
My
I need that
EMC
hangar
body
clear
to
for
iron.
evac ASAP.
Let's brute secure the hangar. We won't be able to get our bird down.
Tucker up. Immaculate conception.
Oh,
It'll be fine. It's simply a flesh wound.
you're a warthog.
Halo 3,
Think I'm
that's
a
right,
doctor.
Raphael. Not to be mistaken with Gears of War 1 or Fortnite Chapter 3. This is actually just a Minecraft mod, to be perfectly honest with you. Love this game? Hell yeah, man. You got good taste.
That eerie.
Oh, good. Someone got a grenade in there.
Granada!
Granada. What's that vibrating?
Wait,
we
I
are
think I
at
just
war.
realized something.
What just happened? What? What'd you realize?
This. Come here.
I thought they didn't add that until Halo 4. The teabag and
Oh, it was 3.
This is so weird.
But so right.
Whole time soldiers dying in here.
I'm guessing Tyrell knows the right word.
Yeah, it's over here.
Wipe these bastards off the face of the map!
I just shot a shoulder with this knee.
An early premonition of what Bungie would become. You've awoken the hive. Time to put the ghost in the wall and defend this point.
Oh, here
Oh,
comes.
thank you for doing that, Will. So please check out Raphael. Raphael's a great guy. He's a young, hard-working, intelligent dude. He'll brighten the day. Good streamer. Plays a lot of Rust, plays a lot of different games, loves survival games, PvP games.
launch until the hangar's
Loves Halo 3. Isn't this the Grand Theft Star Wars, the Wrath of Khan, and the Goblet of Fire? How'd you know? Oh, that is good of us. That is 100% good of us. You were on my side, so you got in my way. Why does the turn
shoot
speed
soldiers
slow
and
down
get-
so bad when you get a third person?
I don't even know that there was a third person.
You pick up a turret.
Just get on it, then you can rip it off. It was like a big deal when they first showed this off. I remember this. And I'm like, oh my god, the future, it's here. It's probably on PC for the last 20 years, but for us console people, future!
Yes. Or you can just stay on it like me and have unlimited ammo. We ain't gonna talk about that. There's another ship. Y'all better be careful.
Beat it up, 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 beat it up. Just kill their units as soon as they drop.
demon!
Granada. They're all stuff. Come on.
They're dead, Rico.
Said
They're
what?
dead. Dances all the
Said-
time.
stop doing
I've
what
been
time?
making people laugh all morning, whether they were laughing at me or with me. Doesn't
Nothing.
matter as long as they laugh. I like your attitude, Raphael. You got a good attitude.
Let's go. Come on.
Need to go to New Mombasa. Kill me a scarab.
Go Skotska. Or Skotska. Or Skotska. Come on. Go
A few things
Skotska.
matched, riding the Pelican down onto the beach in the Halo
Op
ring.
center. Double time. The brutes are pressing hard.
We are indeed ready to
Yeah.
get into Pelican.
Let me in.
I'm gonna
Let
guess
me
we are not
in.
supposed to get into Pelican.
No.
Okay. We wanted out of this nightmare. Our war is over. It's up to Tyrell to win this.
What? I'm not even the leader of no group. You the Master Chief and
Oh,
Tuck
you're
is the
just a
arbiter.
generic elite. That seems
Yes.
unfair.
It should have made me, what's his name though, Half-Jaw. Speaking of which, you know the story of him in Halo 2? The elite with the half his jaw cut off?
No.
That's always alive no matter what?
What's the story of him?
He ended up almost getting infected by the flood. He fought the flood on his ship.
Can elites become
He ended up
infected?
Yeah, at least could be infected.
Yeah, and I don't.
So he almost got infected, and what happened?
He ended up blowing up half the armada.
Hostiles reported outside the barracks.
Oh, wow.
Like the arbiter was dealing with a lot of stuff because the High Charity, they were being stupid. They were fighting with him, so he ended up fighting along. He ended up like arguing with the one of the people in the chairs. Arguing with one of them while trying to deal with the ring. That's why the ring got blown up, because he was dealing with so much stuff at once because they didn't let him just do his thing.
Anyone in the
This is
barracks,
Half-Jaw?
I need a sit rep.
No, this is the arbiter. But the Half-Jaw guy, he ended up like one of the ships ended up getting infected. They're like food ship where they get food and everything. He got infected. And Prophet was there. One of the prophets there, so they went to go investigate, and
Drones!
like they were all fighting the flood and everything, and making it to the med bay where they ran into the
I can't see.
prophet.
I made a mistake. They ran to the prophet.
They ran into the prophet, yeah. And their prophet was like, they were talking about, we gotta go blow up the ship, that way it doesn't spread. The prophet was trying to be like, no, we need to get me out of here. And the elite, he got mad. Half-Jaw got mad and knocked him out of his chair and said, I could easily leave you here to die and say that flood took you. But the prophet was already infected with the flood, so half the team split up, and it was Half-Jaw, and then he had this dude underneath him who was like apparently like one of the greatest people with an energy sword. And the dude with the energy sword went with the prophet to take him back to the ship, while the arbiter not the arbiter, Half-Jaw went to blow up the ship. And when he got there, the prophet radioed like in front of the ship, was saying like he was a flood now. He was like saying like, I infected everybody that was with me now, so it's only you. And because of that, what's his name? Damn, elite. The elite, the second in command elite, the good sword. I was just saying him. He shows up and they end up fighting. And they end up fighting, and he ended up getting his face cut and his arm cut, and blowing up and killing that elite. Not blowing him. He ended up cutting that elite in half, and that's how he ended up losing half his mouth.
Johnson. Soon as the
Why did he fight another elite?
evacuation
Because he
starts,
wanted
was
to activate
infected.
the ring?
Understood.
Oh.
No, the second elite, he was infected, but he wasn't infected like how they are in the game. He was only like partially infected, like he could still have his arms and swords and everything.
Uh-huh.
And he ended up fighting them. They ended up fighting to the death in the control room, and he ended up losing his arm. Yeah, not his arm. He ended up like getting a cut in his arm, blocking the sword, and cutting his face, which cut off his parts of his mouth. And he ended up stabbing dude and killing him.
That's crazy.
All right.
Anything that lives can become infected, says Raphael. What about Sergeant
Anything
Johnson?
with a nervous system, he can be infected.
How's he immune then?
His immune system got fucked.
Get a shotgun?
Yes.
There you go.
And it's not anything that can be infected. The hunters cannot be infected.
Why?
They don't have a nervous system. That's how the flood can get you.
Just
Get
a
your
bunch of
nervous system.
worms, right?
Hammer.
He's low. He doesn't have armor.
I got him.
Ow. Charge!
I wish the crouch was a little more responsive. What is the AI doing? AI is refusing to push up, I guess.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they were infected. Then I found out how Linda survived. I found out what happened to the Halo ODST. What happened to all the people on that team? Well, most of them.
Including, you're Rogue One in ODST, right?
The rookie.
The rookie. Okay.
Yeah, he
Buck
dies.
gets killed by the Covenant, right?
No, Buck lives.
Oh, Buck lives? Oh, that's right. Buck
His
becomes
wife,
a Spartan.
What's her name dies though? What's her name dies? What's that? The girl with the Reach helmet. Yeah, that like Buck, she dies.
Okay, I don't know.
It's
I can't remember her
you know,
name.
Down here.
ODST, and then you don't know what I'm talking about, right? Talking about, right?
Orbital Drug. Yeah, I played ODST.
The lady who they argued all the time. She dies by Covenant Glass, and their kid. They had a kid, and he dies too. This is why he becomes a Spartan, because he ends up Okay, you guys drop down. I'm finna get this. Oh! Rock! Calm
What
down!
Is that friendly fire?
Yes!
On the shotgun?
Watch out on my body.
Give me in the back of the head.
I don't know how I would have gotten both of you.
You didn't get us both at the same time. You got us both separately.
I
Shot
guess I'm
twice
just a
in
good,
him.
great esports star.
Tucker, go. I need to do something.
These
Hold up
instincts
right there,
from my
guys.
Mountain Dew Jack sponsorship. Cortana crossover to real world becomes an AI assistant. She did for real, though I think Microsoft's kind of stopped supporting her now.
Got a skull.
Another
skull,
one?
guys.
Nice.
Yeah. Tucker.
Already went down.
Alright, I'll bring it.
Thank you.
Like a little teddy bear. Like a little teddy bear.
You sick bastards.
No! Please!
I love that man.
It was gonna give me a charge.
I got shot by
Damn
somebody.
close!
He was my second cousin, twice removed.
I got the hunter song.
Damn, I pushed way too far up. Yeah, she's been turned off since the fall on my Kinect. I used to do voice commands for everything, but supports the desk for now, so I can just turn it on off the Xbox because I have switch back. I have an Alexa. I did the whole Xbox Cortana crossover with the Xbox and Alexa, and I just didn't like it. It just refused to work well. It caused more problems. Like, I would turn the lights on and my Xbox would shut off.
Oh my
That flare skill, I do not understand.
Is that a flare or something?
It's definitely a flare, but I don't see how it helps anything.
I don't know if
It blinds them.
blinds them.
But it blinds us too, is the issue.
Ain't saying it's good.
Look out!
Everyone on your feet.
Cover the
Grab a
chief.
weapon.
Gotta love the tiny lunge that Halo gives you for melees. What's this do? It's one of these.
So you can't respond during combat.
No.
Hello.
Useless animal. Ooh, shit.
You okay?
Guess I got stuck, I imagine.
You did the best you could,
Yeah.
sir. Let's get
Who
the
wants
survivors
that?
up to the hangar. There's an elevator just outside the barracks.
Man, animals.
Do.
All right, everybody, second.
Who doesn't love Sergeant Johnson?
Evac via landing pad.
Commander, we lost the ops center.
Underground.
Brutes attacked in force. Couldn't hold them all. Falling back to the hangar. But don't wait for us.
Press
What did I do, ma'am?
This reminds me of the
Hold
facility we
position.
go
I'm not
to
leaving
in,
without
I think it's Reach, while we're on Harvest. We gotta go save, who's the doctor who made the Spartans?
Dr. Halsey.
Dr. Halsey. That
Hold up, don't
big-ass
press it
area.
yet. Right here.
Need everybody on here.
Yeah, you know.
Well, Marines,
Dr.
even that
Halsey.
guy who was like, where do we go? Where are we gonna rendezvous? War. He's like,
Ma'am,
okay, I guess
I've
I'll
got
just sort of
movement
follow along.
above the envelope. Brutes. They've got jump pads. They're going
That's
after
how I would,
thrusters.
cause that's
Shake
weird.
them off,
Shit,
Lieutenant.
I don't know what to do.
You know you're safe around the chief, except for, you know, other things trying to kill you because they think you're a demon.
They actually not. They don't think he's like a demon. It's a what is it? The phrase. It's like honor thing. They like they at least actually respect the hell out of you.
That's a respect thing that they call you a demon?
Yeah, that's why all the deletes call them. And the Bruce only do it because they cock them. And grunt, they do it because they scared. But yeah, the elites call you that because it's respect. They actually respect the hell out of you because he's killed so many of them without like.
Huh.
I found an exit.
Given the more and more legal basis for accessibility in tech, gaming's gonna need to step up a bit more than it has. I love non-button based controls and alternate ways to play. Hey, the Xbox has got you. The accessibility controller. Forget what they call it, but Xbox is way ahead on that. I agree. You should always make gaming accessible to all folks, especially the handicapped, man.
Yeah, PlayStation, they want exclusive, so.
In the ops center. They disarmed the bomb.
Like,
Sorry, Commander, there
you
were
know,
too
someone
many.
gets ALS,
Even
it's like
for
to
me.
me one of the worst things
Chief,
that can happen to a
Get back to
person.
the ops center. Kill
The
those
longer
units.
that they get to engage
Rearm
with
the
the
bomb.
hobby they love, the better.
I've got to get these men out of here. But I'll radio with another exit.
That looks
Good
cool.
luck.
What the hell keeps
Put a
popping
mine
these
right there.
bombs off? Jeez, me.
Yeah, I almost walked into it. I backed up and you walked right into it.
Guess I should
I
stay
was like,
away
I
from
hear
the
the
big
people.
bouncing
Where is it?
thing. It's like
So we're
cloaking
supposed to
here.
go back.
Oh, we go back.
This ain't the way to go.
Oh, there was an ability here. Goodbye, Tyrell.
Yeah.
Oh, check it.
How'd you get there? Oh.
Big brain Tucker, as you would say. Big brain time. Alternate ways to play. I agree with you. I agree with you, Records. I can't remember the name of Xbox's control pad they released like a couple years just for that. I love watching videos of people who do 3D printing and like tinkering with electronics, making accessible controllers for folks too. It's a really cool one I watched on a guy that, like you mentioned, had ALS. They actually added sensitive nubs, so all he has to do is like touch them so he can keep playing games. As his muscles, you know, continue to deteriorate. Go for it, Tucker. Grab that big cannon.
I don't want to shoot this. I have a strong urge to shoot this flammable tank.
Oh my god. Ooh, get melted. I love how video games are becoming more mainstream. Hey man, multi-billion-dollar industry. Hell yeah. I just hope that while games go mainstream, we see more entries into the AAA space like this. This to me feels like what AAA should be. As I say, like playing through a Hollywood blockbuster. But, you know, in game fashion. Game mechanics and not like they tried to do in the 90s where everything was like, oh, we'll just do what Hollywood does. It still has to be a game. That's why game tie-ins have such a bad reputation.
Oh, sniper!
Both movie to game and game to movie. Because speaking of, 23% of the population has some form of it. Well, you got to think about the phones too, and that's kind of like half the problem, right? Everybody's got basically got a phone. You guys have phones, right? And that's where really, that's where the money's at, is phones. It used to be consoles, but now it's phones, and that means something you had on your PC for free called Bejeweled is now Candy Crush Saga and makes $50,000 off Soccer Mom Sally because she doesn't know she's being screwed over and is being manipulated psychologically. What's a phone, exactly?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a battle here. There's a brute with a fuel rod. You gonna find out what that is in a second. Then there's a brute with.
We have taken their command center. Have you discovered how they plan to stop?
Master dodged it. I'm gonna start blaming Tucker from my desk because I just feel like I'm dying just a bit too much. That one I'll blame on me. Even though it's scummy, I wish I could have thought of it first. Fair enough. I've companies until 2021 to make their websites full accessibility to blind, deaf, and other custom controllers. Should only benefit them, right? I mean, I feel like that's also an untapped market. It's not just the right thing to do, but it also seems like, again, untapped market.
Matrix dodging all of his rockets.
So what do we do with kids now? I don't really feel like sitting there watching, spending one-on-one time with you. Here's your tablet. A generation raised by screens for good and for ill.
Oh, that ain't good.
So what? Thank you.
Ouch! What did I get hit by?
Oh no.
Hit the switch, Chief. Arm that bomb.
Hold on, we have to wait until
it,
exactly
Chief.
1,
Bomb's
10,
armed.
9.
We got your exit. The service elevator in the hangar.
We'll be suited to oblivion. That's what my job is. You're in the, like what? You're in the legal field now? Strikers? Your company? I know you did when you did the game testing. Copyright stuff. You talked about the one guy on Earthworm Jim stealing a bunch of assets. Yeah, it's considered discrimination here, so part of my job is to make sure the sites we dev are up to code. Hoping gaming server calls so my wife can play again. Your wife has what, carpal tunnel? Something like that. I don't know. I know those rules probably don't exist here with gaming, but I know that buildings have to be handicap accessible.
There will be a great deal of hardship on the road ahead.
And public buildings tend to have like braille and all that. Of course, they always have a handicap ramp. The little micro movements needed, she can't do anymore. Does she have like a nerve disorder? That's a lot of bugs. It's a swarm effect. Not sure that the light fading out is really helping this, but I get the immersion element. Trying to shoot things. Played a lot of Kinects for years, but nothing new, so we stopped the testing. Man, if only the Kinect would have been what they originally promised, and they would have put a processor in that unit. It could have been special and stuck around. Instead, Microsoft made a very intentional decision that they were done throwing good money for bad, and losing money on peripherals and systems, so you got what you got, which was basically a hunk of junk. Survived for years, made a profit.
Even PlayStation. PlayStation
right.
put on theirs too.
Xbox One though, they both. PlayStation always does that though. Like Nintendo or Xbox will come up with something that Sony will like. Oh, I guess we probably should have one of those too, and then we'll half-ass it.
Yeah, but everybody will swear up and down PlayStation did it first.
Right. I mean, they've got some stuff that they. I would say the PlayStation 4 in the end result is a better console than the Xbox One. When they do stuff, they do it right. And they're just like, oh, Nintendo has Smash Bros, so I guess we have to have a Sony Ultimate Fighter. This is sort of half-baked. It could be cool, but clearly didn't put much effort into it. Back here again, Totally. Microsoft made a profit on that thing and then just called it quits and jacked it so that the 360 was its processor. Your Sony VR was shit. Really? That's what our buddy from the stream, Justin, plays Shadow all the time. He's put a lot of time into it. I heard it was pretty good. It's interesting that Microsoft didn't invest in VR and doesn't seem to be going down that path, and instead are investing a lot into the AR stuff. I think Minecraft AR is out, right? It's officially out now.
Yeah.
What happened to Turok?
That's a good question.
You just like fell through the
This place will become your home.
Did HoloLens and that's dope. Have you played? What the hell is going on? That runs murders us in a dark hallway. 100%. Pretty sure there's some kind of VR. Not for Xbox, I don't think. I mean, of course, your PC, but
Xbox ain't got a VR. It's a VR like.
Is it even for retail or just some wonky dev shit? HoloLens? I don't know. I mean, Minecraft AR is out. That's officially out. And then I know that, what is it, the Vive, the Sony Vive? That's the PlayStation VR.